Hello YouTubers, Rick Bullen here with yet another motorcycle adventure trip, this time to Vermont's 100-mile dirt road highway. The highway begins in Pittsford, not to be confused with Pittsfield, but Pittsford, Vermont. Here I am at Commuta's Country Store on Route 7. I believe the store is located on Arch Street, but you follow Route 7 north to Plains Road and then down to Sugar Hollow Road, which you see here. It got off to a little bit of a rough start. I'm here in the rut, which is very gravelly and sandy. I do have Anarchy Adventure tires on my motorcycle. They are a little bit, have a knobby on them. They're considered 80-20 tires, 80% street, 20% off-road. So I don't anticipate any problems once I get out of this little rut, but this is a very heavy motorcycle. The BMW R1200 GS is a little over 540 pounds with full panniers and equipment loaded on it. So here I managed to get out of that rut, and I'm on the start of a 100-mile dirt road highway located in Pittsford, Vermont, all the way up to Huntington, Vermont. This is not a long video. It's just basically it doesn't reflect the whole 100-mile, of course. That would take a long time. But it's just to give those of you who are interested in having an adventure bike. This bike is really, or this road is really good for all adventure bikes, no matter what size. From 90cc to over 1200cc, big adventure bikes. Simply because the terrain is flat, it's not rocky, and I don't really get into going on very heavily rutted rocky roads anyway because the bike is so heavy, and a lot of times I travel by myself, and if it ever falls over and I get into a situation or a little pickle there where I can't pick up the bike, then I've got to wait till somebody comes along to give me a hand. So most of my off-road riding is done on typical roads such as this, which are usually just dirt. This has some soft spots in it and some hard spots, as you can see. Vermont doesn't plow a lot of the back road, mountainous roads that are dirt, probably between the 1st of October to maybe middle March, because of the heavy snowfall Vermont receives every year. So most people here who reside on roads like these rely on having four-wheel drives, pickup trucks, sedans, SUVs, whatever, or four-wheel off-road vehicles. So sit back and relax. Again, this is Vermont's 100-mile dirt road highway, featured on a URL which I've posted below for those of you who are interested in traveling roads like this, such as I am on occasion. Vermont is just a beautiful state with the mountains and the many forests and lakes and ponds, and just a natural setting, the kind of places I like to ride in, which include New Hampshire and Maine as well. But it's always fun to get away from work, and out here you just have complete freedom. That's what a motorcycle affords you. So that's why I enjoy taking trips and riding on roads like this on occasion. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video. I have to admit that on occasion, while traveling on a road like this, I felt like I was at times in Sherwood Forest. Sometimes the road is open, like this, but then sometimes it gets really overgrown. The treetops come over the top and join each other. The sun hardly breaks through, as you may see on this video. But just the view is just spectacular, and you can't really travel that fast on roads like this because You never know, like if a deer or some other animal is going to just dart out in front of you, and you never really know if someone else is going to come around a quick corner. There are many twisties. This road isn't just straight by any stretch of the imagination. It's very windy, twisty, and about 30-35 miles per hour is kind of ideal because you're not going really fast. And if you ever have to stop all of a sudden or avoid an obstacle, it's a lot easier to do that rather than doing 50 or 60 miles an hour, which I don't like to do anyway on the highway. But this is a dirt road highway, and 30 to 35 miles an hour suits me just fine because I like to take in the natural surroundings. As you can see, there are residential homes scattered here and there along this dirt road highway. But you can see that the people who live out here are very hardy folks, Vermont folks. I remember seeing SUVs, four-wheel drives, and things like that, which you're gonna need if you live in this part of the country, in this area, on typical roads like this. So I think folks who choose to reside out here are just probably a little bit like me. They like the solitude and the natural forest that's around, mountains to hike, things like that, lakes and ponds to swim in. So it's just a great state to ride your motorcycle, and I often return to Vermont because it's just beautiful. So hopefully, if you're interested in taking a ride on a Backroads of Vermont, this is a typical site that is featured and talked about, as well as several others on the URL that I provided below. So if this interests you, like it does me, just go ahead and select that link and find out about some of the interesting backroads that exist in Vermont. Clearly not all of them, but a few are mentioned. And again, On these type of roads, you're free to pull over, take a break when you think you need it, have some water or something like that. This was a typically hot day in Vermont. It was toward the end of June of 2021, after we had gotten over another recent heat wave in Maine, where I reside. So it's nice every once in a while on a trip like this to just pull over, stretch your legs, enjoy the taking in the scenery of the natural environment here, which I love to do, and just take a break off the bike. Alright, time to hop on the GS and get going. Well, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching. Here I am returning to the motel after a full day of riding. And again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for watching the video. If this is something that interests you, give it a like. And please subscribe if you're interested in more videos like this coming up. So again, thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.